Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing so well. I am going to do a little look for you guys today that I posted on my Instagram and loads of you loved it. It's the look I'm wearing right now. So it's just a very flattering makeup. It's very simple, very easy, very quick, great for summer. It's been my go-to. I've been wearing this look a lot recently. Whenever I'm going out, it's very fast and it just looks really lovely. It's kind of like that wet look, glass skin vibe. Very beachy, very summery and warm. And yeah, like I said, just a very flattering makeup. And there are quite a lot of new products in this video. It's really re-inspired me to play with my makeup, getting these new products. It's been really fun. So hopefully you're happy to see this look if you requested it on Instagram. Make sure to let me know what you think down below. And without further ado, let's put this look on my face. All right, are we ready? I've done my brows just to save us a little bit of time here. This is all about the skin. The eyes are so easy and simple, but we basically want to look wet, like slicked, just got out of the ocean, Bond girl style, wet skin, glass skin, glossy gorgeousness. That is the vibe for this look. So yeah, do your brows however you like them. I like a fluffy brow personally, but whatever you feel comfortable with. And I am going to start with the Welleda Skin Food. This is so thick and creamy, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this, rub it between my hands, and I'm going to focus this mainly on my cheeks. I'm not going to bring it too much onto my T-zone because that's where I tend to get oily, but I just want a really lovely, like, slippy base. I don't know if you can already see that texture, but it works so nicely as a mad hydrating base. We're gonna pull out a very, very old favorite. This is the By Terry Cellular Rose Brightening CC Serum in the shade Sunny Flash. I think I have purchased like 10 of these in my time, and I'm so happy to have it back in my collection. I was so gutted when I ran out. So I'm gonna take a pump of that, and then I'm gonna mix in a little squeeze of the NARS Radiance Primer as well. Mix those two together. So already, I don't know if you can see, that's kind of evened out my skin tone without any makeup yet. The next product I'm gonna take is a product I talk about all the time. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I use the shade 4. And I'm gonna whack this on the tops of my cheekbones, as well as a little bit on like my forehead above my brows. This look is quick. That's why I'm moving fast, because this has kind of been the look I've been doing for like every occasion recently when I've been just running out the door. For my foundation, I'm actually going to mix two together. This is the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Foundation in the shade C5 and the Glowish Multi-Dew Fluid Skin Tint in the shade 4 Light to Medium. These are two absolutely beautiful bases. On their own, they're stunning. They're both like a light coverage but buildable. The MAC Face and Body is more yellow and the Glowish is a little bit more pink, and I'm slightly more neutral at the moment, so mixing these two shades together is pretty perfect for me. My face and my body are very different colors right now because my tan is basically gone from my face. Rip. But it's a pretty good match for my body. And I'm actually going to buff this in initially, and then I'll use a beauty blender in a minute. Let me zoom you in again so you can see the texture. I just buff this in, and then as it gets up to the Charlotte Tilbury, I blend them together. Making sure I bring it all the way down the neck, on my ears, because my ears are very much on show with your hair slicked back like this. But you see, it just looks like skin. I really hope you can see how beautiful that texture is. It's so glowy, just, oh, delicious. Now we're concealing, so I'm gonna use my NARS Natural Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Ginger. And honestly, my skin is actually quite happy at the moment, but I just like to use this under my eyes to conceal some of that darkness. On my chin, a bit around my nose. And then if I have any kind of active breakouts, and a tiny bit on my forehead. And then I'm gonna take a beauty blender, which I like to do with my concealers because it also helps to like add some moisture back into the skin, and it removes any excess product and helps blend in the foundation. If I get real up close, so you can see the texture of my skin and how light this coverage looks. And then a little bit on my eyelids as well. Like I said in my makeup haul, I got loads of these products to take on holiday with me, so I got loads of minis. So I picked up a mini NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Almond to work as a teeny tiny little cream bronzer, because it's super opaque and it adds coverage and it's really deep. So I just take a couple of little dots, I take a blending brush, and I basically carve my cheeks. And I carve out the shape of my cheekbone. And whatever is left, I bring up onto my temple and blend up. I definitely contour slightly higher than my natural cheekbone to give that lift. And also under the jaw. I'm going to use a new product to me. This is the Patrick Tar blush in She's So LA. So it's a cream blush and also a powder blush. So I'm going to take the cream blush, and it's a gorgeous like mauve tan nude, and I'm just going to tap this, the cream shade, on the tops of my cheekbones. We are still just using creams and we haven't set anything yet. I really love the colour of this. It's the perfect like actual sun-kissed glow, and I'm also taking it over my nose as well. Okay, now it's time to move on to the powder products. So I'm going to set my face using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I'm not like baking or anything like that. This look involves minimal powder. It's such a beautiful like smoothing powder. So I'm being quite precise with where I actually want it. I don't want to be shiny here or under my eyes or on my nose. I'm being quite intentional with where I'm putting it rather than just setting everywhere, because you want to keep the lovely glow all over the face, but there are just some places that are slightly more flattering to be shiny. So you just want to make sure it's the right places. Isn't that such a lovely base? Those products are... I'm going to quickly contour my nose. I'm going to use Hula Caramel. It's a slightly warmer shade. As always, I just need to turn to the window so that I have better light, because I'm side lit right now. Okay, now for the powder products on the skin, I'm going to start with the Vive Modern Bronzer in the shade Medium. And honestly, I just mix the two together because I'm kind of in between the two shades right now. And I'm just going to build it up at the back of the cheekbone, keeping it super high. And because we've contoured lower down here, I'm just going to keep it at the back of the cheekbone so that there's that gradient, because you don't want it to be really dark down here or look like you've got a beard. But you do want a shadow, so having that like gradient of depth from the back coming forwards makes it look a little bit more natural. And then under the jaw. Let's move on to the eyes for a bit. The eyes are the easiest thing in the world, so let's just quickly brush through them. The palette that I took on holiday with me is the Natasha Denona mini nude palette, and it is stunning. This is like all I need. The texture and the formula of this palette is just unbelievable. So I take the transition color, which is Sienna, and it's the perfect like peach, warm brown, nude, like blendable, smooth, seamless, like it is the perfect all over lid color, crease color, whatever. It's gorgeous. Who's texting me? It's just gorgeous. So this I'm taking all the way up to the brow, all the way in the inner corner. I am a broken record. I love the shape of just having a really high smoke, and because it's a really light color, you can, you know, be quite messy with it. This look isn't about being super precise. Pull it all the way out like so, and you basically want to whack it all over the lid, lightly running that under the eye as well. And then, because we're nearly done, I took this shade here, which is Coin, this shade here. I literally just take it on my finger, tap it in the center of the lid up to the crease, and it's just the most perfect. Oh, doesn't that just look so, it's like wet. It's such a gorgeous formula, and it's such a lovely color that it does just look like a wet lid when you don't build it up loads. Can you see that? Natasha Denona shadows are expensive, but these colours are so usable that I really recommend this little mini palette. It's also perfect for traveling. It's so small. I'm now going to do a tiny little baby wing. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. We don't need a crazy wing. Just, we want to keep the wing very, very feline and only on the outer corner. That's kind of the key. Loads of people were asking me about the lashes that I was wearing, and it was actually one lash. So these are the Kiss MLBB, brain. These are the Kiss My Lash But Better lashes. They're an equal lash, so they're, you know, longer in the middle, equal on either side, which means perfect to cut in half. And I made them into little half lashes. So I literally just cut it in half. So you get 2 pairs of lashes in one. And I've used these 3 times already. So you got to make the most of your lashes. Don't just tear them off and throw them away. You can wear your lashes multiple times. So those are the lashes I wore. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And then I'm going to use my Diego de la Palma My Toy Boy mascara because it's my fave. What a difference a little mascara makes. And then on the bottom lashes as well, just a touch, not loads. I'm gonna let my mascara dry a little bit and then I'm gonna glue up my lashes. I'm now going to finish off the face. So I used that cream blush, but I do want a little pop of color. So I'm gonna use my favorite, my NARS Orgasm X, because it's the perfect like coral. And I'm just gonna pop this right on the tops of my cheekbones. You just want a little bit of color, like a sun-kissed, like you've actually been on the beach. And it's got that gorgeous gold shimmer running through it as well. I'm sad, my natural freckles are mostly gone now, so I am going to enhance them. I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola Bronzer, and I'm just going to do a few over my nose, going over where any of my real ones are, and then also adding a few more. I always find this just makes your makeup look so much fresher because it looks like it's coming through. So even if you're wearing like a full coverage foundation, it can make it look a little bit more natural. And it's just the perfect like beachy look. But you can do it with fake tan as well and then just wear a really sheer foundation and it shows through as well. I'm just going to whack the lash glue on to my lashes while I do my highlighter. They can be drying a bit. For my highlight, I'm going to use the Vive Skin Dew. It is a beautiful gold color and it is just such a stunning texture. It's like molten gold. Can you see? Hang on. Look at that. So pretty. So I'm just going to take it. You barely need any. I'm taking a teeny tiny bit between my fingers and then I'm just going to tap it on the high points of my cheeks. You do want to be quite sparing with this because it doesn't set. It stays slightly tacky, which I don't mind because a lot of the time I will go over it with a powder highlight and kind of set it. Yeah, if you put loads and loads on, then it may move. So just use a tiny bit. And it's also really intense, so you don't need a lot at all. Now that the lashes are somewhat dry, I'm just going to pop them on the outer corners. See that? It just adds the right amount, just like a little bit of extra drama. It just changes the shape of my eye, makes them a little bit more feline. Sexy eyes, you know. I am far too goofy to be sexy. Now it's time for the finishing touches. The first one is the lips. So I'm going to use Cash Beauty Rust Nude lip liner. So any kind of mid-brown nude liner will do, or a kind of dark nude on your skin tone. And then because I'm completely predictable, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Tinted Love Lip and Cheek Tint. I just pop that on to give my lips a bit of colour. And this is just the perfect everyday nude, like a little bit of a cool tone. However, I am a gloss girl now. I have worn lip gloss every time I've worn makeup for like, I'm a month or so. I'm converted. And my 2 favourite glosses are the Lime Crime Wet Cherry Gloss in Unripe Cherry, and the Laura Geller Nude Kisses Lip Hugging Lip Gloss in Smooch. And I really like the Laura Geller one because it feels like a lip oil. It doesn't feel like a gloss. It's not sticky at all. I'm going to use the Lime Crime one because it's a slightly lighter, warmer colour, and it's what I feel like wearing. It smells like cherry. See, it's like got a peachy nude colour to it. Super pretty. Just big old juicy lips. Finally, I'm going to bronze my body. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Body Lava. Is that what it's called? In Cognac Candy? Yeah, Body Lava. Because I think it's nice to have like a consistent texture of your body. Just so that I don't have like a really glowy face and then like a matte body. And also it might help me blend some of my awful tan lines in. The smell of this always makes me think of my friend Tamika. I don't know why. I am wearing a top, by the way. I'm not naked. Not that you can tell. Ta-da! Ding! The makeup is done. The look is on. I now feel like I need to go out somewhere, but I'm not going to. I'm going to a spin class tonight. I didn't put my jewellery on. Oh well. This is the perfect everyday makeup for me. It is kind of my go-to look at the moment, and a look I've been wearing so frequently because it's so quick. Obviously it takes longer when I'm filming it, but when I'm actually doing it on myself, it really doesn't take long. I love these lashes. That is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you very, very soon. Lots of love. Bye.